And now we're at it with parts, let's say, 3 out of 7 here. This is probably going to be the last bit of savoriness that I'll intend on talking about here, because with rice, mac and cheese, and poutine, this is pretty much just what I would call the savory segment of this whole marathon thing. Even though yesterday, rice was what showed up. So, considering this whole day's worth of work is going to be all about a part 2, with 7 episodes in total, we'll go ahead and end things off on the savory segment with beef Wellington. After all, this is something that I feel like I could really get behind. And the closest thing I probably have had, though, is basically burgers. Because what beef Wellington is a unique shape of beef, often made with chuck or Angus by any means, and nicely wrapped around a sheet of dough known as the Wellington. Now, while beef Wellington is seen as popular as a unique flavor and as a unique entree or dish as a whole, not too many people know about it. But the thing is, some recipes do call for the beef Wellington, the simple meat wrapped in dough sort of possibility, giving us a nice little crust on the outside, while on the inside, savory, meaty, and possibly juicy as well. Some people might worry about the sogginess factor that might come into play normally when it comes to creations of a beef-related recipe wrapped around in breads, but the thing is that usually the beef is cooked beforehand, so that way the juices all escape and you get yourself a nice, even, homogeneous creation waiting to be wrapped up in a nice little blanket. Of course, that does sort of bring up a similar thing known as pigs in a blanket, which of course are chunks of ham wrapped around, usually with cheese, inside of a bread parcel of some sort. Some might find it bite-sized, others might find it to be a big load worth carrying. And while we can say that beef Wellington and pigs in a blanket are similar to each other, they're certainly not the same deal. In spite of them having similar traits and similar appearances, the pigs in a blanket thing is comprised of pork products. Why else would pig be in the title? And beef Wellington comes from cows, or livestock, as we know. So, all in all, not much more to say about this whole thing. I feel like that the beef Wellington experience, truthfully, is not in my life. So, if I could truly incorporate it into my diet at some point, even as once in a lifetime, that might be worth something. Otherwise, again, I don't have much more to comment on. So if you want to see more, go down to my channel. Then the last 4 segments, first of all, we'll dedicate more towards sweets. And then, of course, the following day, we'll get right up back onto some more normalized subjects. And I'll see you guys all next time.